Welcome, welcome. We are playing Dwarf Fortress. We are still waiting for the ponds to fill. That's gonna be a while. Maybe in the meantime I can figure out how to get my buckets out of the stacks that they just kind of have been left in. Both stacks. Hey, you actually grabbed a bucket from these stacks of water-filled buckets. Got merchants. Wrong direction. Did I trade with you already? I think I traded with you already. Yep, I traded with you already. They're going to take their piles of gems and they are going to head off. While I make pawns to turn into growth. Cool. Is anybody going to pick up these pears? Nope. No pears getting turned into pear food. Got a Ishra. Oh, at least it's not my diagnostician making masterpiece silk anything. He was doing that. He's probably still doing it. Doesn't say. There's an animal trap on top of the terrarium. And this terrarium is filled with cave spiders. Do I have any more cave spiders that are not here? Does anybody know how to take my cave spiders? I have a Gorlak, it says. I'm not sure what a Gorlak is. Hamster, rat, honeybees, 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 firefly, dragonfly, wren, damselfly, grasshopper, toad, rats, bush tits, toads. Nope, no more cave spiders. Make cloth cloak completed. More masterpiece level silk cloth. Ah, no wonder you're making masterpiece level things. You're a weaver. Yes, this is supposed to be your job. Perfect. And you are bringing down a cloth bin. You are dizzy and nauseous. Why? It doesn't say. Thoughts? Disgusted after being nauseated by the sun. Memories. Learn to disdain sacrifice. Overview. Personality? Needs. Untroubled by unmet needs. Not distracted after being away from people. Level headed after Preferences. To test hamsters. Dreams of raising a family. Huh. Well, that'll get cleaned up eventually. Presumably, when people start going and collecting my of course, the nauseated guy vomits all over stuff. Instrument pieces, raining. We're out of paper plants. Okay. Lots of things that presumably will get cleaned up eventually. Kids can watch the fighting, kids can watch that. We have no migrants. Okay. But okay. Wait. Very, very well done. Okay. Masterpiece hemp cloak. Large female rat. Giant rat. Are they alike enough? Occupied. You are not trained. I am not sure I trust you until you have been trained. You have been trained. How I need to assign a trainer for the rat. Probably. Let's see if we can find her. Okay. Dog. Get your training. Giant rat. Giant mole. Other. Train. Let's do you. Let's put all of them through some training. And what do I do with you? Put you somewhere you're not going to be an issue and you can starve to death, I guess. Drop you down a much too deep pit and clean up afterwards. Something in between. Masterpiece shale slab. Oh, right. I have several unentombed, unmemorialized deaths. Okay. Let's see. We don't really need two cooks. Let's let's just grab somebody. And somebody near the bottom of the list. Not these guys. You. You're all the way full. You have you and uh, let's put our weaver on it. Because everybody complains if they don't get at least some military time. Let's see, how about you? And you're full. And you're full. There we go. And the floor is still covered in iron splints. They will get picked up eventually, I'm sure. But eventually might very well be a long time from now. Let's quickly gather these fruit and leaves that just grow. Hello, rooster. This one's alive and that one's dead. Huh. Why is the colony of ants being targeted for something? I'm not entirely sure I need to know that much. Somebody lost their clothes. It is in tatters. Oh, it'll get something eventually. Ratweeds! Yes! Okay. With our millstone, we should probably go in and undo any orders involving the grindstone. Make ash, dye cloth, make cloth, make yarn, make the clothes. Uh, Processed plants, processed barrel, milk, sand. Oh, I guess I didn't have any work orders that used. Huh. Before animals finish their training. Forge wood, body, and strings. Recruit and a wrestler. Out of unrotten paper plants. Okay. Well, at least the ratweed is going to get processed in a timely manner, it looks like. All right. Mill nuts and seeds to place and mill plants. Where's the kitchen? Do I have a kitchen nearby? Stoneworker, craft dwarf, kitchen. Let's turn off prepare fine meal. Repeat. And just leave it to the order. They've got thoughts and they're gonna eat very well, it looks like, though. Okay. That is a jumbo cup. And that is a female piglet. They're out. Okay. So, you're going to finish out milling that plant. I'm going to wrong direction again. Come to the millstone. New task. Work order. Add mash plant into a slurry. Mill plants. Mill to a paste. And set conditions. On rotten paper slurryable plants. And let's leave the seeds alone. Seeds are never once a month, I think. Bring this all the way down. Adjust. Millable unrotten. And again once a month. And unrotten oil-bearing seeds. How much total power available? Total power needed. We have more power than actually was needed. Let's see if I can get... Ooh, I want... If I put a screw press... No. Maybe? Windmill, gear assembly, constructions, workshops, screw press. I want to see if I can put a screw press there and have it function by windmill. Worth a look. Okay, make cloth glove. Why are you shimmering? I don't not know. Got a stray hen up there. We caught a hoary marmot. We caught a female and a male. Ooh, nice. I'm going to set them somewhere they can get close to each other and are going to stay stuck close to each other. Okay. As soon as he finishes, I think I'm going to disable this quern. Remove it entirely. But we'll come back to it. Wait a minute. Thought. Soap maker. Add new. We're out of oil and tallow. Planter. Well, got paper sheets to be made, at least. Cloth hoods. Masterpiece level cloth. More sparring. The children doing weird things wherever they care to, but mostly in this hall of bedrooms. What are you doing in this room? Who said you could be in this bedroom? The baby is the only one without quarters. We'll assign that to the baby. And then I guess we're going to make more bedrooms. But here, where the bedrooms already are. BPR door. FR. Right now. BFB. Bed. Oh. If I've got lots of doors, I can put door here. And keep building door here. Here. And here. And also through here. Wrong button. Okay. Bauxite, shale, 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 cinnabar. All a bit far for their preference. Okay. Oh, we got a new lamp. What was the mayor's mandate? No study, meager quarters. Our captain of the guard needs upgrades. I would swear I had things assigned. This has these are assigned to the dungeon master. Okay. Dining hall, office, captain of the guard. Of the guard. And this is dungeon master. And this is captain of the guard. And this is also rename dungeon master. That's right, I need to also assign this to our new captain of the guard. He needs slightly better quarters. Our new manager needs a study. Our new bookkeeper is also our manager and therefore needs a study. Why does our dungeon master have Uh, I'll just make new ones. Make rock weapon rack. Make rock armor stand. Engrave memorial. I need to place in the tombs. Okay. Nope. I meant mine, please. Well, somebody's certainly eager to actually mine something. Somebody's. I guess they want to break from hauling water. A little bit too far on that one. Bye, merchants. Okay, so we are going to need doors. How many doors do I have? Just the one door. I use the rest of the doors making bedrooms, that's right. Build furniture slabs. Here we go. 1, 2, memorialized. 3, mica. There we go. Okay. Build furniture slab. Got used up all the mica. The rest of them just need to be engraved. Okay. Erna. Okay, the rest of the shale slabs. That one's a memorial. We need the borax memorial. Yes. Masterpiece. You are a diagnostician. What are you doing making masterpiece level clothes? Gotta get that. I gotta do something about you. You're almost adult, so let's become a wrestler. Orders completed. Build furniture slabs. 2. Okay. Let's open this. Engrave. Entombed. Memorialized. Yours is still being set in place. Engraved. Entombed. Neither memorialized nor engraved. Neither memorialized nor engraved. Let's see. Neither memorialized nor engraved. Entombed. Oh, I just grabbed you. Neither memorialized nor engraved. Memorialized. And one more. Entombed. Entombed. You're just waiting for yours to be built. And stray pets. Might as well do the one pet. And then I need to... which one? There it is. No more rock slabs necessary. Goodbye, merchants. Out of 10. We've got plenty of billion bars. Wrestler. Okay. One very trapped hallway that our people are safely traveling back and forth. Although, hopefully, we can, in fact, come get these buckets. Let's see. Well, that's spreading very nicely. You're about to come dump some more on it. Perfect. Here we go. Spread it out. Drop all the way down. Okay. Got some water, not much. Prickleberry wine. As far as this goes, this is starting to look pretty nice. Okay. Do they care if the memorial is a tomb? No. In fact, I think I'd better leave it not a tomb. Okay. Things will be made as they are made. That is a bone crown. Huh. Somebody finished training. Imposed a ban on certain exports. Please do not export musical instruments or hammers. That's right. I need... Come up, come up. Bedroom, dining hall, office. Office. Why is there a planter in the office? Manager. Put the manager and the bookkeeper in the office. That's what that particular office is there for, actually. This was for something specific. I don't remember what, though. And it's a little annoying I can't just assign the rooms to the post. Yeah, we'll figure it out. You need a bucket of water for something. Not particularly important. Honeybee, we're out of pots. Can't export any hammers. Stray giant rat has forgotten his training and needs to be retrained again. Giant rat, giant rat. Train you. Train you. Skillfully trained. Anyway, on to find a somewhat abandoned corner of the fortress. This'll do nicely. Only we'll put them over here. We need to build a rope. Here. And one here. And we'll send the hoary marmots to it. And I still gotta figure out how to turn these guys. Do I dig them a pit and then just not and then just have it dumped in? Dig it 2 layers and just have them dropped in? No, that doesn't make much sense. Assign hoary marmot. Female. Assign hoary marmot. Male. Oh, let's let the male. I want to take this aquarium full of cave spiders and turn them into a silk farm. That's actually what I want to do with them. In the meantime, they're in the cave spider terrarium so that I know where they are. Congratulations on your promotion to wrestler. What is in this? We have a Gorlak. What is a Gorlak? I have no idea, but this one's female. Maybe I need to station some more proper bedrooms and stuff. Some more workstations. Stockpiles. This feels like a good level to have some stockpiles on. Oh, good. Somebody's grown up. Pause. Open. They were. This one. All the way down. Where's the kid? Newly adult. And the Gorlaks can be adorable. That doesn't mean I have any idea what they actually do. Okay. Swordmaster. Haha. You. Yes. That being said, I need to open this. The health tab has the description. I need to remove you from there. Okay, you are here. You are here. I cannot open you at the moment. You probably need to come in through here. Hello, Gorlak. Wait, no. Other? Other. Resentful, uneasy. Health. Description. Small round humanoid found wandering the caves. Most of its body is taken up by a huge tusked mouth with goldenrod skin and red eyes. It's a mouth with arms and legs. Okay, what do we do with you? You're probably at least somewhat willing to be a friend. Although you got a little bit too close to this soon to be walled off access area for my taste. We'll take the marble. That's probably big enough. Add a lignite. Another tantrum. Zovan Uthagud is a diagnostician that is consistently making masterpiece level clothes. Orthoclaves. And good aligned and sapient. So we just need to let her out of the cage? Cool. So I'm going to build it. Cages, cage, cage, Gorlak cage. Oh, and we have little baby bunnies. Nice. Now we're going to have rabbit for dinner. Okay. Still waiting to be brought down. In a room ideally only accessible to weavers. Should do the trick. We have a visiting bard. Well, at least the vermin farm would not be my only source of silk, just the safest. I've got cats somewhere, but I think most of them are in the cat pasture. Da, da. Yeah. Should I assign some cats to my poultry section? It's getting rather vermined. The one thing I do is I generally make sure that I don't have very many males. One for one adult intact male and one intact kitten is probably a good safety balance. I'm going to assign my Tom kittens. Tom kitten over here. Okay. Burns feeding is abstracted. Magic remains generator. Nope, not doing that. Okay. So we dig in several blocks and make that big enough, do you think? I've got 5. That's probably more than big enough. The necromancer peddler is visiting again. We're out of yarn. Probably it just needs to be spun and woven. Processed. Bone crafts. Crafts for sale. Crafts for sale. Bone crafts for sale. Symbol Uds. Adult goat. More sparring. I kind of wish I could turn off the sparring notifications, but I'm not sure how. Okay. How many nanny goats do I have? 1 nanny goat, 2 nanny goat. You are a female. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I mean, if I put their them on the kids floor, I'm sure one of the kids would be like, "Yes, I'm gonna take those kittens and put them down here. Hopefully, they can help those 2 kids. The one that keeps throwing a temper tantrum and the one that keeps turning depressed." Eh, that's probably good. Except assign No, minimally. I've got food and the dungeon on this floor too, as well as all of my temples. So they can pull food and give it to prisoners, and uh, not that much more. I did have chores enabled for a while there, though. Mm, just the she cats. Oh, I've got some stray battle dogs. Where are they? Stray yaks, stray ducks. Ha, yes. You and you and you and these two. Do the bunnies? I just got some baby bunnies. Do the bunnies need to eat? Well, I got one baby bunny. Uh, I'm not sure what the bunnies eat, so I'm going to leave the bunnies alone. Okay, and then I need to open. I probably this set. Pet, pet, pet. They're grazers. This does not have grazer foods, so I'm going to leave it alone. Seems much simpler to me to control how many uh, males there are than to just skip them entirely. Because if I have too few females, then I'm not getting any new anything, and if I have too many, so the bunnies need to come onto this section. I left the bunny alone. The bunnies are up on the surface. Uh, that's enough. And rabbits. Assign. Doe rabbit. Buck rabbit, other doe. And puppies. Puppies. Oh, more females. I have 4 female rabbits. I can come and slaughter. Well, let's only slaughter one at the moment. Dwarf Scholar Sunless Visitor Hunter is visiting. He does that. Rope breed trousers. Okay. Doe rabbit, doe rabbit, doe rabbit. They don't give anything? They don't even... well that's annoying. Well, might as well just turn it into somebody's pet then. I've got plenty of those. I have so many of those. Uh, I do not need more mangled skeletons and much of anything. Stacks of tooth. Why is this forbidden? Donkey hoof, donkey cartilage, horse cartilage, horn, teeth, mangled skeletons. Uh, where's my mass unforbid? That should unforbid all of that, yeah? Well, if they don't turn into uh, dwarf food, I'm gonna leave them alone. Although on the flip side, I have been attempting to get eggs. They all live right here next to the nest boxes. There's both males and females of all of them. I don't see why I don't have any fertile eggs. Do they need to be exposed to the sunlight or something? Are cleared? My diagnostician is a master clothier. I have a piglet though. What is a thrip? I don't know. I do think that. Aha. Remove. That should get her out eventually, yeah? Plenty of eggs. They're laying, they're just not breeding. Uh, it's under food, isn't it? Oh, egg. I think you see my problem. Why I'm so frustrated. I have 500 eggs, and none of them have that little indicator, that little quality indicator that the wiki said means they're fertile. They'll let her out. Now that she's not assigned anymore, yeah? Crackpot. Yes. Okay, and then I need a stockpile. Lock the door. Okay, so if I want them to be doing much of anything, they need. Okay, well, that is why I have two separate, three, no, just two separate pond projects. This one, specifically so that I can in fact turn it into pasture that I can lock the door on. It is going slowly. And this one that already has a door that locks somewhere. Haha, okay. Pause. Egg. They were right there. A little bit too slow. Oh, another young adult. Wait, no. Wrong button. Burrow. Remove you. And you need to have a job. And you are going to be stuck hauling water. For the foreseeable future, because I have two big projects that need lots and lots of hauled water. Anyway, thank you for coming by. I could build around them. I don't want to build around them. I have enough building projects going on. Yep, dead honeybee. Although, no, I have visitors and they're not using the dormitories. Instead, they're just sleeping wherever. I have dormitories. We have more bunnies. Select, assign. Oh, one of these is getting gilded. Visitors are supposed to use bedrooms linked to a tavern. They're residents, though. Okay. Uh, um, why don't you have a bedroom? Permanent residents are not citizens yet and therefore don't have the right to use the dormitories. Okay. Why? It's just dining hall. Okay. That is a dead rat. That's right. She got stuck in this. Is a goblin in a cage. I am inclined to leave you in that stockpile until the end of time. You. Okay, yes. This. If the bedroom is assigned, why are you using it? You're getting assigned, and I'm not sure how to do that. You're getting assigned to there, and mass dump the tile with the cage, and then undump the cage only. Okay. Um, I should probably do that somewhere where anything that goes wrong is going to be very quickly remedied. Also takes all their clothes. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So this zone garbage dump behind the door. Very important that it's behind the door. Then this dump, dump, click, click the cage. And then it'll be dragged up to this tile, which is the closest dumping ground, and just dumped. Yeah? Do not dump the cage. You said dump the tile of the cage. She's in a stockpile. I don't. Do I build the cage first? Helmet snake cage. Tin cage. Goblin cage. Make choir. It's raining. Okay. And then we wait for her to turn into a skeleton and drag her over to the butcher, I guess. You are still in the cage. If I destroy it, will that let you out of the cage finally? Please tell me that'll let her out of the cage finally. Okay. Metalsmith. We're still out of 10. Out of flux. Goblins are immortal. Goblins keep trying to kill me, so I don't have that much sympathy. Got more doors. That is, in fact, how I got this goblin. She keeps trying to steal my kids. And if I let her out, she'd do it again. Okay, so I can't starve her to death. I just gotta drop her off a cliff or something. What are you bringing over? The Gorlak cage. Okay. How on earth exactly would I just give her the child that is depressed because of goblins without also giving her all the rest of these kids? And probably getting her in trouble with these guys. There is a reason this particular stairway has hatch on it. Why is there a puzzle box here? I thought I made it so that the only place the puzzle boxes could be was here. Or, well, this floor. Door, 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 door. Remove the terrarium. Oh, hey! It covers 4 squares. Well, it goes back in the bin, is what it's supposed to do. It's just weird that the toys are off the children's floor. Right. Dump, dump, Gorlak. I know, it happens. They're kids. They're going to not follow through on things. I can at least try. Masterpiece level doors. That's new. And are they really wild carrots if we keep cultivating them? No. Swim in artifact arms later on. I don't have a weaponsmith guild yet. You're supposed to be granite. You're supposed to be granite. Uh, if I make it out of orthoclase, it'll be done faster, I'm sure. Yeah? Somebody will maybe actually come along and build construction wall. The Coblite is closer. But let's grab the orthoclase. More tantrum. I don't particularly see why anybody would want... Okay. Unforbid. If I melt down the cage, will it kill the Gorlak? Not destined for mutable laborers. Do one single weapon or not have them default to boring crafts. But it is also actual tedium. I mean, I get some pretty weird things out of it. Okay. And the kid is having a fight, and he knocked over a still. He's probably going to be feels ashamed after starting a fist fight, bored after watching a performance. And he's calmed down from his tantrum after knocking over a still. Which still did he knock over? Let's see if we can find it. I thought I had a still here. Assigning the Gorlak to a pasture should have her run away immediately. Okay. So if I make a mini pasture or mini pit, what is this? Oh, that's right. I had assigned a dog here. Guard dog. Gorlath, Gorlath, Gorlak. All right. That should do nicely. The honeybees, masterpiece cloth, smut heaped light. Problem. We don't want to end up right back where we were 30 seconds ago. So let's assign the Gorlak from that one. And how about we catch and release? Okay, where's my... I got lost. Nope, too far. Okay. Recentering. If I drop him off, zone, pen, pasture, uh, we don't actually need that much. There we go. Accept, name, lease, zone, assign, Gorlak. Place the cage as furniture and link lever to it. Okay. That sounds like an exceptionally good way to get rid of trapped goblins. link it to the door that locks the door and to the cage, pull the lever, goodbye. There's not very much space between the wall and the giant pit or magma or whatever on the other side, and that's where we placed you guys. Add a plant cloth. Okay, it's late summer. I need to go and I had a troll attack. I need to go and make sure that hamster, rat, gray squirrel. I need to go make sure that the instruments I need for next season's uh, merchants have all been assembled. Crafts. Add new task. Make instrument. Assemble and repeat. Make, assemble, and repeat. Assemble and repeat. Assemble, yes, and repeat. Repeat. Mash and repeat. Let's see, carpenter, still, that mess still, clothier shop, stoneworker, still, jeweler, tanner, leatherworks, fishery, farmer, mechanic, craft dwarf. Notash, refot, Vidas, Odd, Usher, and let's make some of each of those. The dwarf scholar is visiting again. All right. Thank you for the advice, gentle sentient. Now drink some water while everything's saving, because it takes a minute or 5. Does it finally have what you were looking for? Some decent places to dig, some decent places to farm, and plenty of materials? That aren't going to drown everybody? Please tell me it's not going to drown everybody. Gentle sentient, you are not a dwarf. Drink your water. Why do you want one that's both good and evil? They have a buffer for a reason. Also, what is a living silver barb? I can understand the no reanimation. I kind of understand the no rain. Everything gets grumpy when it rains. You said that the uh, vermin for the uh, poultry to eat just spawned around them. Does that mean that I can put them on plain rock and they'll be fine? I mean, they are kind of basically on plain rock, but there is some floor fungus. It's end of the season, everybody turns into something other than what they normally are. The scholar is visiting. Birds do not need soil or grass or moss or anything. I can dig them a spot of plain rock and lock the door behind them. Okay, that's an issue. Best of both worlds. No blood raid, silver barb, and only silver barb gives black dye, but it only grows in evil. So many evil biomes are associated with death, and all the plants are dead. Ooh. Okay. Right. This is either white stone or waning gravel. Which one's which one is, let me see your schedule. You are on staggered. Phew. It is limestone. They are off duty. So waiting gravel. Okay. Waiting gravel is going to be stationed here. Yes. Everybody else is going to go kill goblins and beak dogs. Next level up. Next level up. I'd have to capture the beak dogs in order to make my own beak dogs, wouldn't I? And I can't raid beak dogs. I can just eat beak dogs. Alright. Well, there's more goblins and beak dogs. Petitions. Uh... No. You're the ones who keep coming over here. Go away. Stray giant mole needs to be retrained. Easiest way to get beak dogs is at the source. Yeah, well, they keep coming. And I am not entirely sure about my confidence in fighting, in raiding them. I have great confidence in my ability to kill them and make them leave, though. Roaring marmots. That's right, I want... Okay, so building a press by a windmill does not actually power it. Okay, I'll just remove it. Is this everybody? That's right, you have a baby. Well, baby's not going to remember any of this. We have one dead smart dwarf. Masterpiece mica slab. Oh, that's right. Need to turn off the slab making. There. Is it just this one? Uh, nope. Nope. Okay. Cancel task. There it goes. Okay, that's 3 dead. Screw presses are always... Well, that's annoying. Do I have enough tombs prepared? Probably. Okay. So with all of those guys being out, pull the lever! Urgent. There's 5 people right there. Somebody's gonna pull the lever. Hot duck. Let me see that. So if I forbid the eggs, she's gonna incubate them, and they're going to be ducklings? At least theoretically? How long is it going to take them to turn into ducklings? I'm afraid the eggs have to have fertile on them. I keep I keep getting this kind of duck egg, which is why I don't have ducklings. I want ducklings. Lots of them dead. Great big fight. Rabbit got stung. Did any of them manage to end up in here? No. Okay. Dead wrestler. Sparring. Out of plants. Well, siege is gone, which means I either killed everybody or chased them off, and either way, it's time to let them back in the fortress. And then I need to... cancel. The dead will be brought through. Interred. We have more bunnies. A cook. Collect sand. Sand vanish. How does sand vanish? How does sand vanish? Maybe, but there's plenty of... These are very clearly just standard black sand, and they're covered in the zone. Okay, one little male, two little male. Two shortly gelded males. Fair, but they've been able to successfully grab from underneath that fungus before. So, I don't know. Two gelded baby bunnies. I do not need this many ungilded pups. Well, it's gonna figure itself out. There's no more goblins for the moment, at least. Mangled and mutilated corpse. A tooth. Dead beak dogs. Silver pike. Melt down. Right. The helmet snake. I need to put the helmet snake somewhere where the helmet snake can get trained. Build. Furniture. Cages. Cage. There. Not the cave spider. I need to release that troglodyte, I'm pretty sure. Helmet snake. I should look up. Right on top. Oof. From the other side of the continent, troglodytes count as a wild animal. Okay. Savage man-like cave creature. If you're a wild animal, why do you have a clear voice? Gonna have to travel from the other side of the continent? That's quite a distance. Okay. That's right. I was gonna put something there. It doesn't matter now. There. Zone, animal handling. Okay, build, cage, cage, build. What kind of cage are you in? Not in that cage, not in those cages. Leave that one alone. Troglodyte. Oh, made a new scroll. Nice. And then I come in. Other. You're not a trainable animal. Bah. Cancel. Destroy. Are they friendly if we breed them? Wait, no, you have to train them in order to make them friendly if you breed them. Pretty sure. Anyway. Okay, troglodyte. There. Helmet snake is trained. My female hoary marmot is trained, but not my male. Where did I put my marmots? Ooh. Yes. Are you going to fill it with books? Lots of books? Everything you need to support all the books? Ah, not. They're all going to be scholars and librarians? Yes. Trainer, 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 trainer. I have two. Wait, no, that's a giant and a large rat. Never mind. Okay. The doctor has been stung by a bee, as I keep a population inside just in case my outside population gets destroyed. Sparring. End of the fight. Did I finish putting up the memorial slabs? I am not sure I did. Build, furniture, slab. This one is you, I think. Yes. Build. Okay. Nope. Nope. With the clays. Bauxite. Okay. How are you planning on feeding them if none of them actually do any labor? My caravan's here! Move goods to and from. Animal traps. A singer, fluid engineer, mathematician, critical thinker, astronomer, and a geographer. So the critical thinker and the singer are probably going to be your best bets to actually grow anything. Your mathematician sounds like a wonderful actual skills trainer. They train fast. Yeah, I suppose that's fair. Although I would still probably apply your mathematician as your bookkeeper. Musical instruments. For twice as much as it says. Ibs. Anyway, in case you couldn't guess, this is my parent civilization. I need a Bin. Finished goods. Two weren't even writers. Yeah, if you're going to have a library, you definitely need somebody to be a writer. I don't think I'm quite good enough at this game to do that yet. Which you're doing yet. Finished goods. This just has instrument pieces in it, not any actual instruments. Okay, ammo, bars, blocks, finished goods, finished goods, finished goods, finished goods. Okay, what happened to my gem bins? Ah, there's one. All right. There we go. If I mass melt the nice. If I mass melt, will that take... Oh, merchant. Horse. Mangled corpse. If I mass melt, will that take all of these bits and bobs of goblin-sized stuff and melt it down? Or do I need to unforbid it first? Hoary Marmot has reverted to a wild state. Caravans here. More sparring. My liaison outpost has arrived. I have like one book at the moment. Where is it? Codex. Codices. Oh, I have 3. I have Uncanny Wedge, this one, and Flasks and Other Atrocities. Okay. Okay. Unforbid. Well, actually, don't really need anything that's not made out of metal. Because it's goblin size. Leather, iron, troll fur, iron, troll fur copper, troll fur. Not particularly, but like, I don't know. I am chronically short on tin, though. I'm not particularly mining at the moment because uh, I'm trying to have my miners fill up my ponds. Mangled. Ah, I should have, shouldn't I have? Diplomacy. Empowered to elevate. Okay, I need metal bars. Tin bars. Um, I've got lots of platinum. I don't really need any platinum. Da, da, da. Pets. I always order at least a mule. It's dinner. I've got 2 sows and 1 boar. That's probably going to be stable. Um, I don't, I don't think I need any of those. Drinks, cheese, powders, extracts, meat, fish, stone. Cassandrite. Thank you. Okay. I like the way microcline and pitch blend look in the Aussie. It probably wouldn't hurt to order some pitch blend, hornblende, and kaolinite either. Now that I think about it. Um, they only have plump helmets in the way of plants. Powders. I've got, well, I could maybe use some quick lime. Uh, Random handful of bags. I don't need splints. What's under miscellaneous? Yeah, can't hurt. I've got more than enough buckets. I don't need any splints. I don't really need any eggs. Because it's not like I'm going to get any fertile eggs from you guys. Uh, nope. Uh, full set of toys. Green glass toys and headwear. Does that mean they want green glass headwear? Or just headwear in general? Because if it's headwear in general, I have so many shells. I have so many shells, it's not funny. Okay. Broker requested. Headwear in general. In that case, I am coming down. Craft Dwarf. Remove those. Shell. Crown. Repeat. Infinitely. Trade. Wood. Puzzle boxes. Toys. Cages. Bags. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make you extremely happy by everything you brought us. All of it. Should I do one more? Nah. They're happy. And let's say a Goosebone Ostub as a gift. We bought them out. The Dwarf Peddler Necromancer is giving. Can be non-trivial to replace. If I remember correctly, no. I just have lots of very good quality instruments. I have pond turtle shells for days, and all I have to do to get more, I believe, is go turn on fishing again. I should probably do that. Right. Labor. Fishing. I actually gave away one of the less expensive of the extra instruments from that. And part of the reason I had so many was because it was just sort of there. Okay. That's probably enough Fisher Dwarves. Actually, it would be under body parts, wouldn't it? Ram Skull. Yeah. I have many pond turtle shells. Not quite as many as I have other kinds of bone, but many. Others cleared. New goat kid. Stocks and murky pools are limited. Only takes one mood to make everyone very sad. I have a brook. I don't have any murky pools. I have a brook. Water source, water source. I was using a fishing. Fishing can overlap the water source, yeah? Shouldn't hurt it any. There we go. Fishing. And I mean, yeah, it only takes one Titan to block off the brook. But I'm far more likely to get blocked off in some ways from this. Zone. Fishing. Not entirely sure how that works. This sprung, it says? That just didn't get put in properly, I think. Hammerdorf. We have a county. The mayor has been re-elected. Sparring. All that. Cave spider. Green glass goblet. Okay. Yeah, it only takes one mood to send everybody insane. That is true. That is true. Or at least one person insane, and then everybody has to deal with the consequences. Not fun at all. Blood. It doesn't say there's blood. It's red like there's blood. Okay. I guess some blood got pulled over. Turquoise. Build. Wrong button. Build. Cage. Cage. Green glass terrarium. Cave spider. So I put them in there. Can I assign the spiders to a pen? Or does it need like a pit? Or do I just lock the door? Add a plant cloth. More sparring. Build. Machine. Lever. There. And that works. Masterpiece. Used to use a pasture. Okay. Zone. Pen. Pasture. Pasture. Except. Assign. Except I can't assign them to the pasture. there's no way for me to assign them to the pasture. So that's going to be an issue. And I just lock the door behind them. And maybe lay out some animal traps along here. Link lever. Now I know a few facts about how to train a hoary marmot. Very nice. Presumably, at some point, it's going to get written down. See, my diagnostician keeps making clothes. Ride or die. Okay. Started raining. Wrestler. Okay, more sparring. Pig iron. And the kid's throwing a tantrum. Wiki recommends a hatch access and only using a single weaver to actually collect and not actually weave. Cave spider bites are non-trivial. Okay. Okay. That would have been nice to know about an hour and a half ago. Anyway, forbid the door. That locks it tight, yeah? Pretty sure. Actually, link two doors. Link the door, because that'll lock it down. For definites. Okay, and we come up. Burrow. Burrow. Unassign the baby. Unassign our new adult. Double check that he is indeed properly assigned. Do the one for everyone. These guys weren't. Bedroom. Well, actually, redraw. Bedroom. Assign it. Swordsmaster. You. Yes. Zone. Bedroom. Multi. Done. Okay. The kid is, of course, getting into a fight. Right here, it looks like. Dwarves suspended. They canceled building my linkage? Unsuspend? If it comes down to it, I will lock him behind a door. Eventually. Okay. What is... Oh, we have an actual clerk now! You can absolutely go and pray. I built him a temple. Okay, thoughts. Memories. Others cleared. We have another piglet. Oh, we have a baby boar and a baby sow. Okay. It got suspended again. Unsuspend. Make the bellows. More sparring, more masterpiece goblets. Build traps. Animal trap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should catch them all, yeah? And if it comes down to it, I can put a cat there. Ooh, new calf. She calf at that. Cancels link to building, could not find path. Bah. Pull. Okay. Broke the cage, which is glass. And now, oh, moved it off to the side. And now I have spiders on the floor. Okay. Let's pull up our training to retrain the hoary marmot. Again, retrain. We got the female right on the first time, but you're being annoying. Retrain, retrain. We need to put you guys into pastures and the like. Okay, come down. KV sow, KV boar, they can share with the rabbits. Mule is dinner. Just dinner. Donkeys. Assign KV boar. KV sow, KV boar. Wrong direction. Let's assign you here. Donkey, donkey, donkey. They keep eating all the pasture. So hopefully that'll be enough pasture for them. One slaughtered mule. And then I just need to sign my new. Where are you? Okay. New rooster. New hen. Assigned as needed. Everybody keeps getting stung by the bees. Cloth. Add a plant cloth. More masterpieces. Okay, why isn't the honey getting collected? I know I've got it. Is it just that everybody's too busy? Because, well, it says I've got. Do I not have any jugs? Is that the issue? Craft dwarf. Actually, orders. Rock jug. How often is it? Wrong one. Empty rock jugs. That's the issue. I'll get some more rock jugs. Ha! Baby llama. How many llamas do I have? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 baby llamas. Down, come down. 4 adult llamas. Let's slaughter one of these adult llamas. I do not think I need 2 ram lambs. How many rams do I have? I have 1 ram. Let's leave the 2 lamb rams alone. Unless I've got one that's named peacock, buck, cat, cat, rabbit, 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 dog, duck, ewe, gander, goose, guinea hen, hen. I've got, okay. I've got plenty of ewes and plenty of rams. So I'm going to slaughter 3 of the adult ewes. No, only 2. Goat kid. Where's my billy goat? Bull calf. Baby Billy, Billy, Billy goat. Wait, I do not need 3 males. Let's geld this one. Guinea cock, guinea hen, hoary marmot, kittens, lambs, geld 1. Because if I kill the dude's pet, he's gonna be sad. He's gonna be mad. Llama, I have. Yep, okay, got 3 nanny goats. Let's slaughter you. Piglet, puppies, puppies, ram, reindeer calf. I have 3 roosters. I do not think I quite need 3 roosters. Minus 1 rooster. Turkey gobbler, turkey hen, stray dogs. I'm going to geld one of my bull calves, water buffalo bull calves. 1 male, 1 female yak. 2 male, 2 female yaks, turkey hen. I don't see any male adult goats. I must have eaten them already. Okay, I've got 2 bull calves. How many goats or cows do I have? Yeah, I'm not actually seeing my adult there we go. Cow, cow. 2 adults, 1 cow calf. I don't have any actual bulls, which means I'm going to leave them alone. All right. Quick gather through here. Prepare fine meal has been completed. Masterpiece cave spider silk cloth. Needs unused collected. The everlasting defense of knowledge is an image of a dwarf, a sea serpent surrounded by a shining sun, impaled on a thick spear. Dead, obviously. The mountain is devouring the horrors of the night. The horror bride of the night is making a plaintive gesture. The horror bride of the night is weeping. The death messenger is fighting with the dwarf. Dwarf is striking a triumphant pose. The dwarf is embracing the codex. The dwarf is raising the scroll. The dwarf is contemplating the scroll. The dwarf is laughing. The dwarf. That is a very complicated single symbol. Labor, standing orders, sieges and forbidding. Claim used ammunition, claim your dead, claim your death items. Forbid other non-hunted dead, forbid forbid other trap cleaning, trap rearming, cages from sprung traps. Claim toppled building items. Okay. What is this? Another baby llama. Where's my male llama, now that I think about it? Yep. Baby llama. Baby llama. Ah, female baby llama. Where is my adult male llama? Llama, llama, there he is. Okay, we come along. The puppies are going back here of their own accord. That is certainly an interesting way to do it. It's working. It's working. I've got Cave Spider Silk. Relatively safely inside. Straight U has been slaughtered. We have a new adult llama. Oh, those eggs are not fertile either. Are they too crowded? Thank you for coming, merchants. I mean, most of my meat industry is going pretty nice. Well, I could probably use more yaks, but later, when they're not actively overgrazing their pasture down to sand. Stray bull! Very nice. Order complete. Spear dwarf. Things being gathered. Copper scourge. Unforbid. That's leather. That's getting melted. That's getting melted. Those are silk. Those are copper. That's leather. That's copper. That's copper. Silk, copper. Unforbid. 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 Unforbid and unforbid. Well, maybe don't melt down the silver pike. It seems interesting. I don't have it in any that I'm aware of. Bone, skeleton, mangled skeleton. Unforbid. 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 Well, maybe we forbid the sock. You don't need anything goblin size, not really. Right. It's bone, you make things out of it. Leave the big dog alone. Unforbid the silver bolt. Unforbid the silver bolt. Uh. Oh. So they are. The answer seems to be, I didn't know that. Thank you. They have giant cave spiders. I kind of want their giant cave spiders. Because giant cave spiders are a lot easier to work with than uh dump. than vermin cave spiders because you can put your giant cave spider on a chain. And put a grate in the way and just put them somewhere where you're going to walk past a lot. Beds, bins. Blocks. Body parts. Why do I have random forbidden? We're going to turn these things into things. I have muscles. Does that mean I've gotten pearls? Wait, no, I probably would have seen if I'd gotten pearls. Scroll past all the pond turtle shells. I'm not particularly worried about running out any of pond turtle shells anytime soon. I mean, my stocks might run a little bit lower of the winter, but I don't think I'm going to run out. Not when I am still scrolling past pond turtle shells. Okay, there we go. Our front tooth. We're going to use your teeth to decorate something. Okay. Ah! So even though all the menus options for pearls is available, there aren't actually any pearls. Good to know. That was quite a long time ago. Random forbidden bits. Well, we'll turn you into something useful. Yet more pond turtle shell. And more pond turtle shell. Huh. It sounds like they'd worked on it for quite a while before they'd figured out a version that they were happy to let anybody else see. Or at least considered acceptable to let anybody else see. If the first public version was 0.21.93.19a. Boil that cartilage. It's good for you. Make stuff with horns. Make stuff with horns. And hoofs. As I'm sure you can see, I absolutely do not care too much about the life of any given animal. It is certainly going to get slaughtered at some point. In fact, I import animals specifically to slaughter, so 14 versions in the first August alone. It sounds like they'd been working on it and somebody finally talked them into letting everybody else see it. And then continue seeing what they were working on. Well, that may be. That doesn't mean that they didn't have to be talked into releasing this one. Anyway, cool. Things to put down. Bracelets. Why do I have so many bracelets? Oh, the bracelets were for selling. Branches, buckets. Way too many buckets. Forbid and unforbid. 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 That should unforbid all of it. Yeah? I think. There aren't any stolen cabinets. Cages. Why does this one say it's because it doesn't pretty casual about this myself, so... Giant mole terrarium. Pond turtle gren. Okay, don't need any of those. I have an artifact level coffin. I have corpses. Because of course I have corpses. I have lots of corpses. Oh, what was the original? Crowns. Somebody made a crown out of tetrahedrite. Cat bone, mule bone crown. Huh. That's a bit long. Plenty of cut gems. Plenty doors. Lots of drink. Flasks. That's probably enough flasks, isn't it? I mean, isn't the premium version the one currently on Steam? Which is not where I got this one. Also, I've been playing for less than a year, so... Well, no, I guess I've been a little bit more than a year. That child is getting in trouble again. And he toppled a still. Which still did he topple? I don't know. This still, I think. Because there is. Yes! Well, if they're making parry, I guess they are in fact collecting the pears. Honeybee. Adult llama. Slaughtering successful. Thank you, Tetra. Got another reindeer. Stray donkey. I will admit, if I get aquifers, I go somewhere else. supposed to know who Armok is. Hello, welcome. Thank you for piping up. And thanks for coming and watching. Dead Rooster. Booked Animals. Okay. Ah, it's the programmer and the creative algorithm. Okay. Goodbye, merchants. I bought everything you had on you. Nice. Lots of mud. Well, they do make much of the lore. We make the rest of it, and it really depends on how long we let him rampage through it. Although I guess he is making all the lore that we aren't, so. Oh, adult, adult! Okay, so we need to open. And you're not assigned there anymore. And we need wrong direction. Too far. To assign you a bedroom. Assign to Alon. Assign to the farmer. Assign to the mechanic. And we have a new you. We actually have migrants this. Wow. Okay. That's a new. That's one we haven't had for a while. Right. Who are our new arrivals? We have a weaponsmith. We have a fish cleaner. 2 farmers, a mechanic, some monster slayers, and a peasant. And I agree with Tetra on this one. I just not entirely sure what exactly the difference between premium and classic really are. New lamb, masterpiece mule bone crown, fine meal. Rat needs training. We got migrants for the first time in like 2 years. And he lost the bucket. Distance buckets. What is OST? That's not one I'd seen before. Bed in the corner. Bed in the corner. Original. Okay. Bed in the corner. Bed in the corner. Do I have enough doors? Maybe? Okay. Yeah, I got enough doors. Door. 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 Build a chest. Oh, I got a nice big selection. Coffers. Coffer. Everybody's got a coffer. Cabinet. 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 Bedroom. 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 Well, you can have your opinion and we can disagree with it. And that's alright. You can enjoy the old name and you can still use it whenever you wish. Just be prepared for people to be confused. That sound fair enough to you, Gentle? They actually spun their thread. suspended a bed. Which bed did they suspend? Why did they suspend that bed? Okay. I think I've got enough beds for everybody. Well, I know I have enough beds for everybody. I've got 300 beds. But I think I have enough specific bedrooms for everybody. I should probably turn off make beds. Okay, and actually, you know what? I can just remove it. I can remake make beds if I need that many more beds. I can. Well, I don't need this many beds in the dormitory. Remove the dormitory, except for like 4. I can't say I know. I can. I can't say I sympathize because I don't particularly know it. I'm sorry. Ooh, we have a bull calf. Oh, I wasn't angry. I'm sorry if I made you think I was angry, gentle. I just. Everybody thinks different. So. And yeah, longtime players, every change makes somebody unlearn or relearn something. And that gets annoying and frustrating. But I think Tetra's right. The shakeup with the uh, graphic version on Steam probably brought in a whole lot more players than there were when it was uh, just word of mouth mostly. It got a little bit more marketing. If nothing else, it got a little bit more marketing. Okay. Although it is kind of annoying that you can't click on any of these and see if they're pregnant. I would love to be able to see if any of these are pregnant. Because then I wouldn't feel like I'm accidentally slaughtering my breeding stock. I mean, I go in to the Crafters Workshop, I create a task, decorate with Pearl. How am I supposed to decorate with Pearl if there aren't any pearls? That's my issue with it, actually. They tell me I can do something, and then they never actually added the thing. Do I have to make a pearl gem before I can decorate with my pearl gem? But there aren't any pearls. So, how am I supposed to do it? do I have choirs being made? Maybe. Yes, I can make money, and all I can do with it is sell it for equivalent bartering. Where's the choir? There's the choir. Make choir. That's right, I was making instruments to sell. But the merchants have come and gone, and I bought them out. So we need to let the instruments assemble as they will by order. Sparring. Issues with filling pond. Brew drink. Masterpiece Boolean wood strings and improved a cat bone ring. Oh, we have an adult doe rabbit. Fey Mood has claimed a metalsmith's forge. Which metalsmith's forge? Not this one. Well, leave the bone crafts alone. Mug. Decorate with bone. Might as well. Metalsmith's forge. Well, I'm kind of surprised he could get to it, what with all the splints in the way, but I guess he could have gone through the stockpile. And it's not like they don't walk on weirder things all the time. Strange. Okay, he's a legendary metal crafter, and he's going to do something weird. We'll see what he makes soon enough. Oh, we have more cabinets. And the option is sometimes because they don't really know how. Build furniture cabinet. That was not where I meant to put that. Build furniture cabinet. Ha. Animal has grown to become a stray ewe. Radish plant stew. Mill plants. Okay. We have a new lamb. Lots of sparring. Okay. Peoples. You know what? Mass dump. We're going to dump the buckets. And they are going to end up in a dump. And then we're going to undump them. I am not sure what these are. But most of these have something claiming them. So let's maybe grab our melter. And melt them. I rage that they can't find the bucket because they threw them in the brook. The buckets work very nice, thank you. Tin cage. Why do I have random things being dumped here? I'm claiming the troll for back. Why do they insist on dumping these? I have no idea. Is there anything in the tin cage? It doesn't say that there's anything in the tin cage. Let's melt the tin cage down just in case. And I have a goblin in a cage. A stockpile. Because I don't know what else to do with it. But she definitely can't hurt anybody there. We have puppies. And a cat has grown up. He is beginning his construction. What might it be? Who knows? Bee sting. Paste. Drink. Sand. Add paper slurry. Meh. Okay. Press plant slurry into paper sheet. Work orders. Yeah, I'm gonna press plant slurry into paper sheets. Gonna do it regularly before they rot. What are you doing? You are playing. All three of them are playing alongside each other. Not entirely sure why they're haggard. There's plenty of food. Like, seriously. There's plenty of food. Why is this cow calf down here? You need to get your own assignment. Where's your mother? Your mother's probably here. Bull calf, cow calf, bull calf, lamb calf, the dogs, goose. The migrants have moved in and gotten set up already, pretty sure. Although, yeah, that would explain why is not pig iron crown. Okay. Goat kid, bunny, cow calf, water buffalo calf. Well, I got some extra pups at the geld. Okay. 1 gelded pup. Leave the piglet alone. Lamb. 2 gelded pups. Okay, where's the pup? Horseful. Lamb, bunny, cow, calf. Llamas, bunny, lamb. Okay, I guess they're already there. Worth knowing. Okay. Radish, boulder. I very, very serious. It says no health problems, but it also does not tell me. Oh, bonded. Groups. Dairy. I want to know if she's pregnant. I want baby grey langurs. And how is it that I can have sheep and llamas and alpacas and cows all very close together, but I have to put the donkeys and the yaks spread out or they eat it down to sand? Oh, another young adult. Okay, so we need to go into people. Wait, no, not people. Burrow. And assign you there. Then labor. I don't know where to get it or how to install it. I've thought about it, but I don't know enough to be confident about setting it up properly. Iron buckler, honeybee, big iron crown. Let's see. It's all made for goblins, and it can get trampled. Because none of that is another hoary marmot. That one's semi-wild. Helmet snake, build, wrong button, build, cage, cage, place, nope, nope, hoary marmot. Kid has become depressed again. Masterpiece granite coffer. And seeing as she's a child and not military adult, I can't really assign her. Can I? Can I assign her pet? Assign a trainer. Well, I can't assign a puppy anyway, but haha. Have you do it again? Okay. Let's take you and assign you to that kid. Okay. We're looking. Yes. You have been assigned an animal. And if cat decides he likes you, well, cat decides she likes you. Actually, where is she? Positions. Dwarven child, you. Back. Personal. Personality. Preferences. Prefers to consume capybara, ratweed, pineapple wine, and soft wheat flour. Detests flies. Likes obsidian, rose gold, wood opal, cherry wood, giant cave toad leather, knaf fabric, yellow green, bolts, bucklers, and the sound of the rapid attack. Doesn't say she has any needs. Okay. Dreams of mastering a skill. Prefers a noisy, bustling life to boring days without activity and doesn't care about nature one way or the other. Combat. You can observe basically whenever you want. Social. Persuader, negotiator, judge, intimidator, conversationalist, comedian, consoler, pacifier, speaker. Competent musician, competent singer, novice dancer, novice keyboardist, and dabbling crutch walker. Several musical forms, 2 compositions, and 2 poems. I don't have any capybara. Even if we did, I am not certain I could adequately assign her to know capybara, her to eat capybara. Stray horse. That diagnostician creates yet more masterwork clothes. Spear dwarf. Scroll rollers. And I tell you, I have plenty of buckets. I have so many buckets, I should be slightly overrun with buckets. I should never have job item lost for buckets. Bah. Well, at least this is coming along nicely. They've got things to eat. Okay, door. Planted and stung. Cancels fill item. Fill pond. Sparring. Oh, cabinets. Place cabinets. BFN. Cabinet. 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 I had a cabinet. That was artifact. Did I accidentally put down my artifact cabinet? I hope I did not accidentally put down my artifact cabinet. I would be so mad if I accidentally put down my artifact cabinet. Cobalite, bauxite, mica, shale. I think I might have accidentally put down my artifact cabinet. I am trying to see where I might have accidentally put down my artifact cabinet. It's not that one. Not that one. Not Elkleth. Nope. Objects. Artifacts. Okay. That is a chair. That is a gem. That's an amulet. I deliberately put it down. I thought I had a second one. That's the artifact door. That's what I was thinking of. I was panicking over an artifact door. I have puppies. Oh, yes. Oh, it's another female. Wait a minute. Ha! Okay. They're going to come through from here, which means I ought to put some traps down along here so I can catch one of them finally. Catch a male. Okay, those are going down. Those two are going up that way. A random iron bow. Okay. New horseful. Oh. Iron tunic. Cavefish leather armor. Let's melt that down. Scimitars don't matter. Shields don't really matter. That needs to get melted. That needs to get melted. That needs to get melted. Melt. Melt. Good enough. Okay, I think the donkey managed to chase her off. Cool. The problem is that having Lengars go through, even if this particular one is too tight, is overcome by terror, also scares everything else. Which is not conducive to actually catching them. So let's build some cages around where the Langurs came from. Not so many that'll theoretically have to catch all of them, but enough to calm them down a bit. What is this? It is covered in bears. Not gathering, though. The mayor is fighting. Why is this leather bin over here? Nope, I only need a female. Or a male. I have a female. She's up here. Well trained, but not going anywhere. Okay. Too many langurs making issues. That is part of why I want to go. Oh, that's one dead gray langur. I believe that one was a male. And it's not much of anything right now. Not much of anything at all. Okay. Cheetah leather boots. More puppies! Well, of all the critters thus far, and all the ponds, I do believe that this one has come the farthest. It's also the smallest, but I do believe it has come the farthest today. I'm just going to look through everything one last time. And then I do need to be going, friends. Thank you all for coming by. It was good to see you. Great to meet you. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.